Hello everyone. See the question. This question is from laws of motion. Explain advantages and disadvantages of friction. So what we will do, we will make one table. One side we will write advantages and this side we will write disadvantages of friction. So let's see first advantages. Number one, safe walking is possible because of the friction between the floor and feet. See, if suppose there is friction between floor and feet, then only we can walk. Otherwise, it is little bit difficult. For example, if suppose some soap solution is on the floor, and if we have tried to walk, we may fall down, or we may not able to walk properly. Okay, so safe walking is possible because of the friction between the floor and feet. This is one advantage of friction. Let's see the next advantage. We can hold any object with fingers due to friction. You see, suppose soap is little bit wet and we have tried to hold in our hand, then it will just fall down. But instead of that soap, if suppose we have any stick or something like that, then we can easily hold it. Why it is so? Because of friction only. So if there is friction, then only we can hold any object with fingers. Yes. Next. Brakes of the vehicles work due to friction. So if there is no friction, then brakes will not work. This we have observed might be in rainy seasons. If suppose the road is little bit wet, so even though you have applied brake, the vehicle will move little bit forward. Yes, no? Yes. So why? Because friction is little bit less in that case. If friction is more, then vehicle will stop. Yes. So that's why brakes of the vehicles work due to friction. Next, a mastic is lightened due to friction. We know this is very common thing. Yes, mastic is lightened due to friction only. Next, no two bodies will stick to each other if there is no friction. For example, if suppose we have taken two steel rods and we have tried to join them, they will not, or if we have tried to stick them, they will not stick. There should be some friction, then only they will stick. Yes. Next, writing on the blackboard or paper is possible because of friction only. This is also an advantage. Writing on the blackboard or paper. Next, the transfer of motion from one part of a machine to the other part through belts is due to friction only. You see, the pulley and belt. I will tell you one example. You might have seen Chucky, right? Uh, you know, or grinding machine, we can say. Any grinding machine. There is belt and one pulley connected to the motor. So there is friction between that belt and that pulley. That's why it is possible to rotate. Yes. Okay. Or it is possible to pull something around. Yes. If there is no friction, then just belt will move, not the machine or something. So that is also one advantage. Next. Now we will see what are the disadvantages of friction. Due to friction, wear and tear of machine increases. Because of friction, you know this wear and tear of machine increases. Next, heat generated due to friction, which causes damage to the machinery. So by rotating, because of friction, the heat will get generated, which is not good for machine. Next disadvantage, friction results in the large amount of power loss in engine because we have to always do work against the friction, and that's why there is large amount of power loss in the engine. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the friction. You try to connect this with practical applications because it is very easy. Okay, right, just note down and read once.